business, work, and why it's not for everyone. We're covering that in this episode of The Gospel of Your Mind. Business takes work. Business takes effort, and it's a fucking disproportionate amount that's got to go into it if you want to be successful. Look, everyone, I'm not sharing this to scare you off, to make you stop, to make you say, God, I can't get into business. What I am doing, though, here today is I want to give you the inside guts to it. Business is fucking hard. Business takes a shit ton, and I'm talking an absolute fucking disproportionate amount of effort to achieve the results that you want. Man, fuck, I've been doing this for years. I've been putting in the time, the effort, and at first, let me tell you, the results, they weren't small. They were fucking nothing. They were nothing. There was no results. There was no rewards. But I'll tell you what happened. The more I did it, the more effort I put in, the more strategies that I learned and applied, and take note on that, learned and applied, the further ahead I grew. I had to go seek out those successful moments, those people that were doing really fucking great. I just shared a post about it on my Instagram, Facebook, all my social media out there about that, in that success really does leave clues. It's up to you to go be that fucking sleuth, to go be that investigator, that private investigator, finding your sauce for success. You know, it's what I've done. There's a lot of shit that I've put out there. It was garbage. It didn't turn out the way I wanted. I thought it was the right thing because, hey, I thought that was success. But in reality, it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. What I had to get really fucking clear on was what I wanted to do, what I wanted to get out there, and most importantly, who am I speaking to? Who is this message for? Well, for me, as many of you know, it is for those absolute fucking motivated business operators wanting to get rid of that stress, wanting to grow and scale their businesses, and most importantly, wanting to actually become a business owner. There's a massive fucking difference between being a business operator and being a business owner. That's for me what really clued me in when I switched off. When I switched off from thinking that I had to do it all myself. That's one thing that we're going to talk about today, was the thought that I had to do it all myself. I fucking couldn't. There were so many things that I couldn't do. When it comes to design, if you go way back, like 3-4 years, 5 years back into my Facebook, into my Instagram, into all that stuff, you're gonna see some pretty embarrassing things there. But I leave it up there because it's a timeline. It's showing everyone exactly where I've come from and where I'm at right now. Is it perfect? Now, fuck no. It is a progression. It is a learning opportunity each and every time. But where did it have to start out with? It had to start with me going and doing. Look, almost every one of my posts out there, I've got a call to action for you. It's go. Be productive. Go. Succeed. Go. Find your passion. Go. Define your purpose. Whatever it is, there's always a go behind it. It's that go, for me, that got me into that place. But how did I do it? Man, I had people help me. That's the difference between a business operator, someone who thinks they're doing it all themselves, versus that business owner. A business owner recognizes that if they want to grow, if they want to scale their company, scale their business, and get all that freedom, that they had to add people to it. It's what I had to do. I had to look outside myself. I had to look outside myself and recognize, hey, what are all the places, what are my soft spots? Actually, you know what? Fuck soft spots. What are the places that I sucked, that I was fucking terrible at? Art, artistry, creating memes, doing social media and stuff. Man, my eye for design, it's shit. It's not a limiting belief. It's straight up shit. Now, I can stand here. I can do these videos like nothing. Some people, they can't do that. They don't have that ability to be able to go on and riff like this and talk about that topic. Me here, this is my superpower. Being able to share this information out, being able to share this knowledge with you. So why invest my time in something that, fuck, I'm not good at anyways? I recognized that I wasn't good at that, so I looked for people to support me. I looked for my cheerleaders, for my team, right? If you don't have a team, if you don't have at least one person, fucking reach out, find someone. You know, back in the days when I was hardcore coaching, working with Tony Robbins, coaching clients and all that, that was one of my biggest things, and that brings me into point number 2, right? I gave some really great fucking strategies that I apply right now myself into my own business. One of the big ones there is content. Right? I learned this from Gary Vee. When I sat down with Gary Vee, what did he say? Content, content, content. If you're not being seen, if you're not being noticed, you're not creating enough fucking content. Right now, check this out. There was a time where, you know, if I posted 3, 4 things in a day, fuck, I thought I was killing it. I thought I was crushing it. Right now, across all the media platforms, I'm posting up to 30 pieces of content a day. This is no joke. Where did I get it from? I got it from modeling success. I found success. What did Gary do? Gary threw out that slide deck, 64 pieces of content in a day, right? Go find it. If you don't have it, if you don't have that slide deck, go fucking find it. It has all the answers in it. But this is why maybe some people don't succeed, because they're looking for the easy answer. Now, I have some people reach out to me. Jamie, how do you create all your videos? How do you create your short meme videos and all that sort of stuff? What do? I give them Gary's slide deck because the fucking answer's in there. But I'll tell you what, some people, they don't want to put in the effort. Some people, they don't want to put in the work, the hustle, the fucking grind to make it happen. And those people don't go into business. If you're one of those, who's looking for that easy answer, that magical overnight fucking success, I'm here to tell you that shit's bullshit. It takes the absolute fucking effort. It takes the hustle. It takes the passion, the commitment, absolutely freaking everything to bring those dreams to life. If you're not prepared to put in that 10,000 hours, right? Where do I get 10,000 hours from? Well, if you look up anything to begin to get to that place of mastery, it takes that minimum of that 10,000 hours. But I'll tell you what, I was on a call recently with one of my mentors, Kerwin Ray, and he shared with me, he goes, look, it's going to take you 10,000 hours. It's going to take anyone 10,000 hours to really get fucking seen, to really get known. But here's the difference. It can be 10,000 hours of pain, or it can be 10,000 hours of suffering. Pain, yeah, we need some of that pain to grow. Right? When you go to the gym, do you fucking pick up the weights, the curls, the bench press, whatever you're doing, and it's just all easy and light and simple? Fuck no. There's pain involved, right? Maybe if you're just starting at the gym, you come home and 2 days later, holy shit, those muscles hurt. This is the same thing with business. You've got to be fucking prepared to get some of that pain, not suffering, but have some of that pain into your life to really fucking grow and to really recognize all the benefits that you can have. This here for me, right? When I look back at my coaching career, all the stuff that I've done, when I was doing the one-on-one clients and anything, the biggest thing where I saw people that had success, and I still see them being very successful right now, they took this knowledge, they put their own meaning to it. They went and found even more success. They went and modeled after other things, and now guess what? I see them fucking crushing it out there. I see them making it. Here's the thing though, it's not too many. There's not too many of them because many people said, well, fuck, Jamie, this social media thing, that's not going to work. That's not the answer. That's not the ticket. Bullshit. You were just too fucking afraid. You were just too fucking scared to put in the effort, put in the time. The key behind it all is to fucking crank, is to put in that time, put in that effort, give it your absolute fucking all. This is why you really want to assess if you need to be in business or not. Because if you're not willing to put in that hustle, if you're not willing to come out on a Sunday, the only day that you get off, and be putting in the effort like I am right now, cranking these videos out, doing this for each and every one of you, if that's not in your mindset, if that's not in your plan for the day to get that done, if you're not planning for that fucking success, stop right now. Don't do it. Don't fucking get into business. But if you're a little bit crazy like me, right? If you're willing to fucking put in that 10,000 hours of work, of effort, of crushing it, of cranking it, if you've got the right mindset to support it, then you will fucking be successful. But here's the thing, it's gonna take some time. Have patience. Each and every one of us, fuck, I'm knocking on 50's door here. I'm coming up on 50 real fucking fast, but I'll tell you what, man, I still think in my head like I'm 20 or something like that. I still think I'm just a kid, right? That's the absolute fact behind this and why I say that, because that's just mindset. Right, if I was thinking, holy shit, Jamie, you're almost 50, fuck, you're old balls, then I've got a distinct disadvantage right there. The fact of the matter is this, I fucking still think I'm 20. I still act like I'm 20, I still crank like I'm 20 because I've set myself up with that mindset and I've had the right people in my lives, the right mentors, the right coaches, the right people to really push me forward and get me to that level. If that's what you need, fucking reach out. Right? I still work with a very few, very select personal clients. Right? I work with those business operators who fucking know that success is their only motherfucking option. That's the people I work with now. I don't open it up for everyone. There's an application process. Why do I make it that way? Because this ain't just for everyone. It's for those people who really recognize that fucking success is truly what they must have. 2 simple principles here. Right now, number 1, have a team. Find your people, find your cheerleaders, find those fucking people who are going to support you. And number 2, really get behind the fact that business is work. Business is effort, but I'll tell you what, when you put in that work, when you put in that effort, when you fucking give it your all, you will have all the fucking success you could ever want.